It's official, Brock here. It's official, Brock here.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the It's Official Brock's Here podcast presented by Brock Lane Films. Today we have Demonte Martin.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Yo, I almost called him Demonte, but it's Demonte.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't do that right off the bat. Yeah, man, so like we were saying before off camera, I felt like I've known you forever, but this is actually our first time meeting in real life.
Actually having a conversation now.
Yeah, even a conversation.
Full
like
conversation at that.
Yeah, maybe like a couple comments.
Brief words.
Back and forth. Yeah, so it's cool to finally meet you. Yeah, because I've known you from, Dorsey, Dejor, all of them.
You did my commitment video.
Yeah, I made Loki. I made his commitment video. That was cool. I got to do that. What was the didn't something what happened with that? Like the guy was like mad or something.
Who was mad? The
Like,
coach?
the guy. No, something happened to where like either the guy that filmed the actual footage. I remember you telling me something.
Oh, the guy that filmed the. Oh yeah. The guy that filmed it.
Yeah.
He didn't want to use the clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clips or something like that.
He got mad.
Yeah, that's Joey. He did a great job recording.
Yeah.
Got some good clips and stuff like that. But
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, and then we talked off camera. So you originally went to York.
Yeah, that's where I started out.
York
with them.
High.
I played 9th grade ball for York High with them,
Oh, wow.
with Khalid, Dejor, all them.
Yeah.
And before that, growing up, like Little League and all that stuff, I played with them too.
Right.
Just
Like
you feel me?
Bears, York Bears.
We played for Wellington Panthers first, and
Yeah.
then went to York Bears and stuff
Right.
like that. But
Right.
after that, so 9th grade, I basically started 9th grade in Eastern
Oh,
out
wow.
there, and then I played varsity. I played 9th grade at York High in 8th grade, and then I went to Eastern. I played varsity in 9th grade, so it was like I was just over there then.
Right. So
Yeah.
then how was it transitioning from York High over there to Eastern? Because I feel like that's like a pivotal
Yeah.
year, like 9th grade.
I ain't gonna lie. I tell a lot of people this, like that transfer, like that transition. I mean, from like the city school district to Eastern, it was probably like it was crazy, but it was probably one of the best things for me though. Like
Right.
it helped me change. Like in my eyes, it changed my life. Like before that, my people, like my grandma who raised me at the time. I guess it's podcast we could talk.
Yeah.
But my grandma, the person who raised me at the time, she was telling me like I was being too bad. Like I was getting in trouble in school.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, like getting suspended from school or
Damn.
just joking around in school, being like a little, I don't want to say a bad kid, just like a kid, you know what I'm saying, having lots of fun, stuff like that. And she told me that I needed to like grow up and live with my dad, basically. So basically I went out and lived with my dad, and that's when I like went to Eastern. And my very first day at Eastern, like some kid, he called me the N-word.
Oh wow.
Like so I'm
Damn.
coming from the city schools, and I go out to Eastern, and on the first day I get called an N-word, but I didn't even peep it though. Like some kid in the class told me, he was like, yo, like I heard him say something, but like I didn't hear exactly what he said. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody's laughing, like going crazy, because I'm like the only, I don't want to say the only black kid in the class, but like I'm the only black kid. I'm light skinned too at that. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even ready for all that yet. Like, but so I'm like, what's the word? And he said, like, he basically told me what he said, stuff like that. So I'm just like, wow. And I actually just left the classroom, grabbed my book bag, and like start walking out the class.
Wow.
So I was like, after I grabbed my book bag and started walking, I called my dad, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta come get me. Like, I don't want to be here, because I felt uncomfortable being in the school, obviously.
Oh,
like,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
First day,
literal first
man.
day. Like the principal who I'm about to put in here right now, Miss K, she'll tell you the truth. She chased me down in her heels. And she was like, she just said, Demonte, like, I'm not mad at you for like what you did. Like, it's okay to feel the way that you do.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want, she was like, we need more kids like you in our school. So like our school is not like that no more.
Right.
And stuff like that. Like, and then my dad pulled up and he was talking and stuff, and he was like, so like, what do you want to do? And I was just like, To be honest, like before until that, I was having the time of my life. Like they had slushy machines, we had Subway for lunch. Like, you feel me?
Subway in the cafeteria?
In the cafeteria, like.
What?
So I was like, oh, we don't get that. Like, you feel me?
You don't get that in York City.
Yeah, nah, we don't get those. We got bag lunches back then. I don't know what they get now, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I basically was like, I don't really care. It didn't make me that mad, to be honest. It was like, I don't want to say it was my first instance, but like I was just like surprised, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying. So I didn't really care that much. I pushed it aside, and just stuck it through.
Yeah, it's like here they are trying to give you a better opportunity, and then it's like bam, right in your face. Like,
yeah, that joint is just
and like being at York High, like it's good that didn't come out of you, like, because you have it in you from growing up in the city. You have that like mentality, and
it could have went south.
Yeah,
it could have went really south. Like it could have.
Right.
It could have went really south.
Yeah. So then the year you graduated, were you Dorsey's year or DeJour's year?
So I don't know how B-More graduated before me and DeJour, because we all the same age.
Oh, okay.
but me and DeJour graduated after the year after B-More, so 2019. I think B-More graduated 2018. Khalid.
Okay.
2018.
So you would have been in DeJour's class.
Yeah, me and DeJour in the same class.
Yeah. So back in those days, you know, were you ever thinking like, well, okay, especially when like when they got to like their senior year, well, even like Dorsey's senior year, you know, when they started winning, doing good, were you like, dang, like those are my boys, I'm missing out. Official Brock's there, you know.
That was. I'm not gonna lie.
That was probably tough to see.
That was another time in my life where I had to make a decision like on my own, and like, you feel me? Cause honestly, some stuff, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. It would take forever. Right. But some stuff in high school was going on to the point where like I had the opportunity to transfer out of the school district and go back to York High. Oh. Like, you feel me? Like I would be transferring out of the school district, so I would have to go back to York High. So there was that opportunity. The opportunity was there, and I thought about it long and hard. Like long and hard. I talked to a lot of people. Like I talked to a lot of people.
What grade was that?
This is my junior year, like end of my junior year, going into my senior.
So you could have like been there.
I could have been there for both of them.
Wow.
Like, so could have graduated both my mans for real. But man. I was like, honestly, I'm just gonna stay. Like, I'm gonna just stay down. Like, cause I got a new coach, Coach Campbell, and Coach Campbell was like, I see a lot of potential in you. Like, this offense is gonna be fun. And he was just like telling me like what he wanted to do with offense and like how I like played into it and stuff. And like he just really gave me the confidence that I needed, because like them 3 years before was not like, if you would have asked me if I had the opportunity my freshman or sophomore year to go play for your college, I did it, because we ran a wing T and wasn't winning games.
That's what I ran at Southwest, and like it's so
terrible.
Old school.
Yeah, it's terrible. But like we ran a wing T and like we didn't throw the ball or do none of that. Like I would have wanted to like leave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then he was telling me all this stuff, and I had faith and I trusted him. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to stay and play with my friends that I just like. You know what I'm saying? I just got in. For I felt like I wanted to win with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to win. I wanted to play with them and, like, see what we could do with my team. Because I know their team's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know their team good, but, like, then again, I want my team to be good, too. Like, I don't want to be just an average team, none of that.
Yeah, wing T was definitely set up for the run game.
Yeah. Oh, straight run game. Like, that's it. I think we threw, like, 3 passes that year.
Yeah. Like, and you only had a couple plays that were pass plays.
Yeah.
So.
Like 2.
2, yeah. Waggle?
Yep.
Did you guys run the waggle?
And a little boot. Like, are you talking about the little boot waggle?
Yeah, thank goodness that's over. And definitely it's a way quicker game nowadays. But so then being at Eastern, you know, were the years kind of tough until your senior year? Because your senior year you had 1,000 yards, right?
Yeah, over 1,000.
Yeah. So were you guys winning all those years, or were you guys winning even your senior year? I didn't even look up the record. I should have.
So basically, my freshman year was probably our best my freshman sophomore year, we had like 2 like okay years. Like my sophomore year, we went to our division championship, and then our junior year, like we won like 2 games. Then my senior year, I think we won 4 games, but we lost 3 games by 1 point. West York, Susquehanna, and like I forget who the other team was. Oh, Wissahickon, from some team from like Philly. We were beating them by 3 touchdowns. They came back and scored 3 touchdowns in like a minute 50 seconds.
Wow.
They won the game. I was like, yeah, there's no way. Like,
yeah.
Like me and B Moore, Toby, and Eric today, while we were working out, was talking about how like they were saying how many touchdowns you scored before. Like against Susquehanna, I touched the end zone 8 times
in one game.
Like, one game, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We still lost though.
Wow.
We still lost. Like it's like
Hell.
like we still lost though. Like it was hard. It was real hard because we didn't have nobody that could, in my eyes, stop the run. Like the teams would just run the ball. Like we tried to keep up and score, but we really couldn't stop them. To be honest,
Right.
We put up a fight though.
Did you play offense and defense?
Yeah, both ways.
Yeah, that's how it is in high school most of the times.
There ain't no breaks in high school. You know?
Yeah, no. So yeah, then your senior year, you put your highlight film together. Were you like going to camps and stuff?
So like the end of my junior year, like my senior summer before senior season, like I started like, well, for real, the person that got offers that made me like, you feel me, was Khalid B Moore. As soon as he got his first offer, I was like, I gotta get one. Like, you feel me? Like I was I gotta get one. And then Dejor started getting them. I'm like, all right, bet. So I gotta do something. I'm like, I gotta go to camps or something. Like you feel me? So I'm like, the first camp I went to was Lock Haven, like just a camp to see, cause the coaches, that's the first team that ever like invited me anywhere. Like you feel me? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go up to the camp, see what goes on. Went up there, got an offer. I went up there, played receiver and DB, and they offered me after that. And I was like, oh.
Lock Haven offered you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. After the camp, like they offered me, and I was like, ooh, I was hyped, like. I was so hyped. I was like, that's my first offer.
Probably felt good.
You feel me? Like that's a good joint to have. So at first when I got my first offer, I was like, all right, I got one now. Like so, and until anything else happens, like that's where I'm going. Like you feel me? And then so I just went and I visited like a couple more camps of the coaches that were recruiting me already from me having basically nothing, and just trying to showcase myself, stuff like that. Picked up a couple more like D2 offers before the season started, and then like when the season started, I just kept picking up like D2 offers, PSAC.
Right.
Like almost every school in the PSAC almost. Right. And then I honestly didn't think I was gonna go. Like I was like, at first I didn't think. I was like, yo, like there's no way. Like you feel me? Like what's going on? And then I got a call. I'm sitting down eating dinner at one of my coaches' house, Coach Nico's house, and I get a call. I'm like, I'll step out real quick. I step out. It's a number I never seen before, so I'm like, might as well answer it, see what it is, because this whole time is like around the time where I'm like, I gotta answer these. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like this could be every time I got a call from a random number, I'm like, this could be, you know what I'm saying? So I answer it. They're like, hey, this is a coach. Oh my goodness, Coach Milstein from Dell State, I'm pretty sure. They're saying like, oh yeah, like we want to offer you and stuff like that, full ride. And I was just like,
Delaware State.
Yeah, that was my first. That was my first D1, and then I was like, ooh, and I was just hyped.
Yeah.
Then I was like, Then I was like, I'm going to Dell State.
No more Lock Haven. Lock Haven's out the door.
So, but so and then that happened, and I started getting more offers and stuff like that. So you know how that go. I committed to Robert Morris and stuff.
So then, how long after did you get the Robert Morris?
Robert Morris didn't offer me until Coach Harden called me 15 minutes before one of my high school basketball games started in February.
Wow.
And they was like, he was like I've been talking to him. He came watch me play basketball, all that, like, and I'll talk to him at the game and stuff like that. Week goes by. He called me, tell him like, hey, we're gonna offer you. I'm like, oh, coach, I'm about to run out the tunnel for a basketball game, but like, thank you so much. Like, this is crazy. He's like, oh, like I don't wanna hold you up too much. Go get a dub. But like trying to set up like your official visit and stuff like that. And then I was just hyped. Wow. Went out, Scored 20.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Turn
you
it
were
up.
pumped.
Yeah, just turn it up.
Yeah, that's dope. Did you get offered by Howard? I saw you took a visit
So
to Howard.
basically, like, they offered me, but didn't offer me. Like,
Yeah.
they like said we got an offer for you, but then like I
Yeah.
talked to him a little bit, and then all the coaches left. So like
Damn.
it was never really like an official offer. I never took like an official visit or anything like that. But I did go
okay.
up there and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, you feel me?
Word. Real quick, back to Eastern. I love their stadium, like the overlook that they have. Like the first time, because I never even really knew about Eastern, because being from over here, like, because you guys played. I don't know. You guys didn't really play teams over here? Did you play like Littlestown?
Yeah.
Bermudian.
Hanover. We played Hanover. We
Okay.
played Littlestown.
Okay. So then you were
That's
like
pretty much it. I ain't gonna lie.
the division, or
Fit.
I mean,
Is Fairfield out here?
no, Fairfield's that way west.
Mm.
This Fairfield's like 45 minutes. So then you guys were 3A. I'm assuming. I think you were 3A. If you're playing.
No, we're 4A. 4A.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah, we played, but that's what I'm saying. Like my senior year, we had Hanover on our schedule. That was a 3A or 2A.
Because they're like 2A.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That was a 2A team. Like
Yeah.
bad.
That's probably You guys smoke? Did you smoke them?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No disrespect.
I know. Yeah, no disrespect, because we're in Hanover right now.
Yeah, no.
So I never heard about Eastern, and then I went up there because the one semi-pro football team, the York Silver Bullets, that was like their home stadium.
Of course.
And I remember going up there just being like, yo, this is awesome. Like the hills, and then you see that little outlook. Like it was perfect for me and like my filming, like just getting different angles. Because like most stadiums are like the same, like just bleachers, maybe a little something in the background, but like an overlook like that in PA was like, whoa, like that was cool for high school football. So
they promote that too, like the overlook. They
really
talk about it a lot. You know, it's a nice view up there, top of the hill. You know what I'm saying?
Nice view.
It's windy up there too, in track. Like,
oh yeah, what about like throwing the ball up there?
Crazy.
Some of your games, that was probably wild at night.
Oh yeah.
The wind would just take it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The kicks.
For real. Actually, I forget who. I don't know what year it was. I think it was my senior year. Maybe we were playing Dover my senior year.
Oh yeah.
Trevor, I don't know if you know who Trevor Seitz is. In high school, he a little
sounds
bit bigger
familiar.
now. Yeah, he was my quarterback.
Okay.
But high school he was a little bimp. You know what I'm saying? A little skinny. We playing Dover. Next thing you know, he throwing the ball 55 yards, sailing.
Because the wind.
Yeah, whole time, wind carrying it from the back end. So,
wow.
But nah, we needed those though.
That's dope. Except when you're like trying to like kick into the wind.
Oh yeah, that's why I couldn't. I ain't no kicker.
That probably sucks.
I did play kicker when I was younger though. I actually played. I think I play every position like on the football field.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Were you always tall? Like when did you hit 6 foot? Like a young age?
I think I jumped over 6 foot and went straight to like 6'2", 6'3", like slowly but surely. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, I never was tall. I was the shortest out of all my friends. Like, and you know all my friends, Khalid, Dejour.
Yeah, Khalid is
Anthony,
short
Pork Chop. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Khalid's
like,
over there right now.
But I was the shortest. They'll all tell you too. I was the shortest out of all of them. Like, the whole time. And I was like fat too growing up. Like, I was a chunky kid. Like, so you feel me? I just kept working out, got taller, shot up.
Yeah.
But I think I mainly shot up after 8th grade. Like, when I tapped into 9th grade, I was starting to get like skinnier and taller. I was probably about 5'11". Yeah. And then my sophomore year, I was like 6'2". And then after that, I just hit 6'5". And I got measured at 6'5" one time. Well, not one time, but like for the first time. And I was
then
just
you're
looking
like,
at
yep,
her.
I'm 6'5".
Yeah, I was just like looking. I'm like,
I'm not going down.
Yeah. I'm like, did you just call me 6'5"? She goes, yeah, here, step on again. Yeah, 6'5".
Wait, but you had that like afro. Was it the afro?
Yeah, no. See. That's what
couldn't pat
everybody
your head
said.
down?
Yeah, everybody. See, I got to twist it up now. They don't know.
Yeah.
But nah, it wasn't even that big yet. So, and they had to push it down. You know what I'm saying? So it could have added like half an inch. I think.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, man, because I'm 5'11", dude, and I'm pissed about it. Because like I just need like 1 more inch, and I can call myself 6 foot, and it's just not there. And I'm probably gonna end up getting shorter, so it is what it is. But so then you committed to Robert Morris, and then you're talking about camps. But I saw you played in what was that East and West game?
Yeah, the East-West AllStar Game.
That wasn't like Big 33.
Nah, that's like East-West of all of Pennsylvania. Like,
wow.
So like the players from East
and
side
Big 33
of Pennsylvania
is Maryland and PA.
And PA, yeah,
Gotcha.
Big 33 Maryland and PA, and East-West is the East side players and West side players like Pittsburgh and stuff
so
like
you
that.
played? Was there a lot of like big boys?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of good.
PA?
Yeah, it was a lot of good competition. A lot of big boys. Me, Dejor, and Rob. You know Rob too.
Yeah. Of course.
We all three were on the West team. We won, but.
They split you guys up on the West? They
put us on the West team. Everybody from Harrisburg, Philly, like some kids from York were all on like the East Side team. They put me, Deja, and Rob on the West team, and we won.
Nice. So you were with the West team. That's dope.
We won.
Yeah.
West won. You feel me?
Nice.
Y'all boys remember?
I saw the one touchdown you had. That was a touchdown, right? You I think you caught a touchdown.
In the East-West game?
Yeah.
I had 2 for real.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I had 2. But I caught the ball, and like the guy, he tried to. I got a picture. We can drop it.
Okay, we'll drop it. We'll drop it. Right here.
We'll drop it in.
You gotta send it to me.
I like caught the ball and leaned back, and he tried to I don't know what he tried to do, but I end up leaning it like right over him, and I'm on like the 1 yard line, but I'm holding the ball like back like that for the touchdown. But he called me out though. He called me out, and then I had another regular just little touchdown joint in there. It was a cool joint.
Yeah. I saw the clip. That clip is dope. So then, going to finally going up to Pittsburgh to Robert Morris, like.
Well, we had the NFBD AllStar Game out in Pitt.
What's that?
So like the NFBD, Jordan Rooney, he run it.
Okay.
That's out in Pittsburgh. It's like an AllStar Game. They take like. They normally, I don't know who. They normally, it's like a Pittsburgh AllStar Game. I'm pretty sure. I'm not. Y'all. Everybody here can correct me if I'm wrong, but like there was a lot of Pittsburgh people on it, and I played on there with like 4 or 5 of my RMU players. Like they were in the NFBD AllStar Game with me. Like my man Steve DePaul, he played quarterback for me. Colin Richardson, he came to RMU. Money, he played DN. He came to RMU, nice. And I know there's another one. Oh, my boy Mike Evans. He just transferred from RMU, went to West Virginia, and Cohen left too. But yeah.
So then, what was that like?
It was
that game.
It was the atmosphere was fun. Like I don't know how many people was there, like 3,000 or something like that, like in the stands or whatever. But like we had both our locker rooms like underneath the bleachers, and both the teams came out in the middle, and they was just playing Meek Mill, and like we just in there like yelling at each other, getting turned for the game, and we had like smoke grenades, and the teams ran out and like let the smoke off and stuff like that. So it was fun. Oh, and we won that one too. So
damn, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
AllStar games.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Where was that game at?
That was in Pittsburgh. Yeah, in the city for I forget what what field it was at, but I know it's in like Pittsburgh City.
Right. So then what was it like going up to Western PA and living over in Pittsburgh over at RMU?
I mean,
for that first time. Definitely a culture shock.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like I like Pittsburgh. The people out there are nice, different, but nice.
Yeah.
Nice people. It's a nice area. The city is very nice.
Yeah.
I think my school's in like a good area, especially in like relation to like the city and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was looking like the city's here and then you're up here.
Mm-hmm. Like 15, 20 minutes from the city. So it's not that bad. Don't need to be there. So
you can pop in, pop out.
Yep. Yep. Chill.
If you want. Bro, well, one question. What is up with all the hills? Why is there so many hills in Pittsburgh?
Yo, I wish I could tell you I knew the answers to that.
It's like they built neighborhoods on top of a mountain.
We have the most hills on our campus. Like,
oh no, your campus is like that too?
Bro, listen. our football players have the strongest calf muscles in the world because all freshmen.
Oh, they
when
make you
come
train
in,
on them? Oh, that sucks.
do we train on them? He says. Like one time, I can't even tell too many stories in here, but one time we had to do a campus tour with plates.
What?
Jogging campus.
On your tour? Oh, you mean like as you were there?
Yeah, like making.
Oh, I thought you meant like a college
visit.
Like they made you guys do that.
No,
I thought that's what you meant.
I wasn't doing that. I wasn't
Okay,
committed.
Okay. You're right.
But our hills are ridiculous. Like even there's this kid named Troy during the recruitment process of going to Robert Morris. I think he committed to Kent State. He never came, actually. He played quarterback. He never came.
He's like, man, screw them hills.
Yeah, while he was on our official visit, he like, yo, like, we don't got no hills in, I forget where he was from. I think he was from Florida. Or is there hills in Ohio?
Maybe.
There might be hills. He was either from Florida or Ohio, one of the other two random places, but it was one of them. Right. And he was like, we don't got no hills, like, this is crazy, because we was really like walking around campus stuff like that, and all of us out of breath, but we recruits, like hills steep, like and all freshmen have to stay at like G Block at the bottom of campus. Okay, so when I got there, like they don't have to do that now because they basically turned G Block into a COVID protocol place where they send kids who got COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why it was terrible.
Yeah.
But
let's throw them down there.
Yeah, I know it's like baby jail cells, but it's at the bottom of campus, and every morning 6 a.m. workouts, all that. You gotta walk up the big hill to get to practice every day, to the field, meetings, anything.
Wow.
It's a little punishment for the freshmen. Used to be, but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my buddy went to a concert in Pittsburgh at over in McKees Rocks.
I know where that's at.
Yeah, they just built. They said it was new. It was a new concert venue. The Roxanne.
I think I seen Lil Baby there.
Like, oh, for real?
Yeah, like recently if he was up there.
Wait, so you were in there? So when
does it have a grass field or no? Like the lawn?
No, it's indoors. No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see no indoors.
But yeah, it looks new. Yeah, so then we got an Airbnb in like the cities here, and then south of the city. And bro, like I was just like, what the heck? Like, how do people, especially in the winter, like there has to be so many wrecks, like, and people trying to get up the hills, like get down the hills, like I don't even understand like how people live there. Like,
the winter.
Oh, in the winter, like the snow, like y'all get crazy snow.
Yo,
I don't know what it is about Western PA,
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
No,
I'm coming on this podcast to say it's not the same. Like Western Pennsylvania is not the same as all of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
The weather out there is completely different. Like
right.
It's always cold. In the wintertime, it's always cold. Like it's never it's kind of warm today. Nah, it's always cold. Like when it snow, it really snow.
You get like 2 months of warmth. That's about it.
Yeah, and that's July. No. June.
Probably like June, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll give them 3 months. June, July, August.
Half of August. Just a little nippy.
I'll put a sweatshirt on in September, for sure. That's for sure. So one thing I did see when I looked up Robert Morris, I was looking at their Wikipedia page, and it said alumni, and it said Wale.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
that's true.
I was like flipping out. I was like,
yeah, he was
what?
actually on the football team.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said he was real fast. I don't really know that much about it, but like, I just know for sure.
Are there like pictures of him at the stadium?
I haven't seen any.
Cause I
think we have one of his pictures like on the wall, but I don't know for sure. Like we have lots of like in our athletic building, like we have lots of our athletes like on walls and stuff like that. He's probably in there somewhere just because. But he for sure went there. Was a student and all. Yeah.
Wow. Because I looked it up on Google. I put Wale, Robert Morris football, but like nothing came up.
No highlights, none.
Well, not even like a picture of him like in a uniform. Like.
Oh no, I seen a picture.
You've seen a picture of him?
I've seen a picture before. I think it was on Twitter though. That's how I found out. I found out through Twitter. I was like, what?
Like after you were already there?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't even know. Like. So yeah.
Yo, oh my God, that's so funny.
For sure, but no, he definitely did.
Cause I know he's from Maryland. He was born in he was from D.C., but I think he grew up in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And then it said I think he went to like LaSalle or something else. I think I don't know where else he went. But I just thought that was funny. I was just like, what? Wale?
I thought it was funny too. I didn't expect.
Of all
I mean,
people, like it doesn't even say his name, like his real name. It just says
rapper
Wale.
name, Wale. Yeah, that's another thing. Like of all people, it's Wale. Like
right, like that's so funny.
Great.
But yeah. So then being you finally like the dream playing sports is like to go D1, and then to finally be there. That had to be like an amazing feeling. And like, so what year are you in now?
Junior. Going into my senior year. Yeah.
Oh wow, going into senior.
Yeah.
So those first 3 years, like, did you play right away?
So my freshman year coming in, every freshman that came in got redshirted except one, my man Amir. Shout out Mook. He started and played a little bit on special teams and stuff that. But like for the most part, majority of us, like freshman wise, we got redshirted, which I was cool with getting redshirted my freshman year. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can learn, build, like, you know what I'm saying? That redshirt year actually helped me out a lot. Like I got, I just learned a lot more about the game. Got more mature, stronger, like bigger. You know what I'm saying? Just got more comfortable with college football and stuff like that. Yeah. So I do appreciate the redshirt year. I don't mind it. But what killed everybody was my sophomore year, COVID hit. So like we didn't have a season. So I didn't play my second year either. And then my second fall, my sophomore fall didn't play. We had 3 games in the spring.
So then, are they giving you guys an extra year of eligibility?
Yeah, so
though,
we got that. We got our sophomore year back, and then so last year was my junior year. That was my first year, like actually in the mix, like on the field.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It took a couple years to get.
I know
to get in the mix.
Play like it was it was a hard time. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and being a college athlete, I don't think I'm the only person that struggled with that too. And I don't want to say struggle, but like. Mentally, not playing football for 2 years is crazy when that's what you're training for 2 years straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I know that a lot of people, like, in my position, college athlete position, I know y'all, but we good now. We back at it for me.
Do they keep you guys going through that time period? I mean, I know you're on, like, lockdown, quarantine, but, like, were they sending you guys workouts and, like, stuff to do since you were on the team?
During that time, oh yeah, we were still trying to working out. Yeah, we were still working out. We took just a different approach for real. Like break people down into groups and a safer way to do things and just continue to work. Like that's all we could do though. Like if the league ain't gonna let us play, we can't play. If the school don't want us to play, we can't play. Like you know what I'm saying? It was just hard time. Games getting canceled and stuff like that. Like. Up until the season started, like we didn't even know for real, like that our season wasn't gonna happen, which is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that had to be tough. And then recently they just started doing NIL deals. Do you guys get any of that? Like,
yeah, for sure. I know a couple players on my team signed a couple NIL deals and stuff like that. They got some merch out and stuff. That's
dope. That's awesome.
Like their own little businesses going and stuff like that, like stuff that they doing. I haven't signed anything yet though. Yeah. I've had some offers and some options and stuff like that, but I haven't signed anything or got any NIL deals.
Yeah, man, that's dope that they allow you guys to do that now, because it's like when you're a student athlete, like you are like, it's basically a full-time job.
For sure.
To do all that, and then to make to be able to live life outside of that has to be like super tough, especially at the D1 level. Like you got, like it's not like you're at some D3, and even the D3 schools. Being a student athlete,
it's gonna be hard everywhere. Yeah, I was about to say it's gonna be beating on everybody. Like every level, bro. Like everybody gonna struggle for sure. Everybody gonna struggle at every level. Everybody at every level is gonna have that day where it's like, dang, do I really want to do this today? Like, it's 5 a.m. It's snowing outside, and I gotta walk up a hill and go lift for 2 hours. And then practice after that. Do I want to do that today? Like, you have them questions, but like, obviously the people committed, they get it done, they do it. Have fun with it, stuff like that. But everybody's it's gonna be tough regardless. But it just don't make it easier when you're in my position. My coach is crazy.
Your coach is crazy.
Yeah, coach is crazy.
Like crazy workouts,
Yeah.
crazy discipline,
Yeah.
crazy all that.
For sure. I mean, it's good because, like my strength coach, he don't really take a lot. Like, and he's not finna let us, in his words, be a pussy, which is straight. Like, cool. I'm not finna be a pussy anyway.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But like,
Right.
he not finna let us like slack or like let us allow slacking. Like, if since I'm an older guy, especially now since I'm an older guy, like if we're running sprints and I can make the time in 20 seconds, but he's giving us 21 seconds to run and I can make it in 17, but I make it in 20 every time, he's gonna be mad. Like, he's gonna be mad at me. He gonna be like, so you're just gonna jog and coast through every time? We're just gonna keep running. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, because we need to set good examples, and like for the kids coming in and for the people that are there, just keep everybody, you know what I'm saying, keep everything rotating and smooth, because if everybody on the same page, you win championships, you win games, you know what I'm saying? Just gotta keep going hard.
Yeah, and then you got your senior year coming up, so it's like you gotta step up, you gotta be a leader.
Yeah.
And all that, you gotta set that example for the freshmen, sophomore, juniors.
Yeah, for sure.
What was
I got 3 years of eligibility left though.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Forgot.
Because red shirt, extra year.
So basically, last year was my freshman year.
Wow. Hey man, how old are you?
22.
Yeah, man, you'll be good. So I wanted to ask what was like your welcome to D1 moment? Like, you either got hit real hard, you were around like a bunch of big guys, like what was like, or like stadium atmosphere, like you go into a visitor stadium and it's huge, like can you think of anything like welcome to the big leagues?
Welcome to the big leagues.
Yeah.
For real, like I haven't taken any like big hits or anything like
That's
that
good.
yet, so I'm trying
Okay.
duck and dodge those.
Being a wide receiver, you can do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, trying to duck and dodge those joints, but
Right.
practice. Oh, sorry, I
That's
keep
all
hitting
good.
this. We're gonna have to cut that out. But like from a practice point, like there's probably one scenario that's like doesn't have to do with football that I was just like, wow, like just never happened to me before. My man Taven, he actually in the league right now. He played for the Steelers.
Oh,
He
cool.
it's like our spring training camp of freshman year, and we're all training in the like on the field outside, running, doing condition, all that stuff, and we doing tug of war in the middle, like. But he grown man though. I'm a freshman, feel me? And it's tug of war, like he gotta hold the pole and I gotta hold the pole. You feel me? And there's tape around that joint. So as soon as he let it go, you gotta pull, and I gotta pull him out the circle.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I gotta pull him out the circle. So I'm like, you know, I'm kind of like a bigger kid, like, you know what I'm saying, coming in. I wasn't really like expecting him to read. Like, that's when I knew, like, all right, he a grown man. All right, I gotta become a grown man. Like,
wait, so Paul, you said your hands were taped onto the rope?
No, it's not a rope.
Just
It's
tape
a little,
on the rope.
It's a little like plexiglass like pole, basically,
okay.
and it has tape around it, so you
tape
can grip
around.
it and hold it.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha. I think that your hands were taped to the pole.
Yeah,
That'd be messed up.
Nah.
Yeah.
The minute my strength and the conditioning coach left it go, like I just flung forward. Boom.
Oh, damn.
I was like, and I lost like 15 seconds, like 7 seconds. I was like, that'll never happen to me again. I was like, you feel me? That was the first time, like, I was like, I never been like exposed like that before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole team there, we all working out. You know what I'm saying? It's a good little offense versus defense thing. Like, and then on top of that, I lost for my team too. So like, everybody like, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I never lost one of them so far. I haven't lost yet. Like, I ain't gonna, and y'all boys that's on the team, I ain't gonna lose. Just let y'all know. But so that was one thing. And then hit wise, the only time I really got hit that like I was like, oof, like that kind of felt a little awkward. I'm playing Campbell. Yeah, it's Campbell. And against Campbell, I only had 2 targets, 2 catches. You feel me? It was just like we won the game. It was just like that's just how the game was going. You know what I'm saying? Like, but right before we're down and we're trying to score, like we're in the red zone sorta. And I gotta run like it's like a boot to the left, but I'm running like a under/over route to the right, and the QB's gonna boot out, roll out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what happened. Exactly what happened. But when I caught the ball, there was 2 people there.
Oh, damn.
And I tried to like spin. Like basically what I tried to do is I just tried to like spin out of them and like make it through. But like when I spinned, I just got popped. I just like went into the air and like hit the ground, and I was just like, oof. Looked up. I got the first down though, so I was like, all right, we good. Went back. That was
during the game.
During the game, during the game.
Dope.
And so I just went back to the huddle and didn't really think about it because I got the first down. You feel me? But like that was probably one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
For real, because I don't really get hit that much. Try not to, at least. Right.
That's the good thing about wide receiver. I feel like their lifetime in football is way longer. Like,
it's getting longer too. Like they're starting to grow.
Oh yeah, like, especially with the protection and all that.
Getting better, easier and stuff.
Yeah. Wide receivers can play a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Who was like some of the guys you looked up to as far as like in the pros for wide receiver? I mean, obviously
Calvin Johnson.
Ooh. Megatron.
Julio Jones.
Yep.
Hans Ward. I like Hans Ward because he's the toughest receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, and he wasn't like that tall.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He just had great hands. He was physical.
Yeah.
And then who else? I like some of the young guys. I really like Jamar Chase. He's a good role model.
Yeah.
I guess because like he really put what he gonna do. Like he really do everything he really want to do. Like he wanted to be that rookie of the year. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He wanted to do what he did, and everything he said he did. Like that's hard. That's giving me motivation. Like I can do that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like yeah, I like Jamar Chase. He's hard.
Yeah, that run that they had was, man, they're definitely gonna be, if they stay together, that team's gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a good team.
Yeah. So back to the college football. What is kind of like what are like those like game day vibes when you're finally
at the Joe?
Yeah, that, or like even when you go away, like that has to be crazy. Like just being in that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Of like all those people, going from high school to that, like, that has to be wild. Like,
yeah, that is. I ain't gonna lie, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah.
Like, you just, cause like I said, I went to Eastern. You see how my field was and stuff like that. Like, that's a okay field.
Typical
like,
high school field.
Yeah, you feel me? Like small bleachers, a little track around the field. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fields I've been in have been like crazy. Like, North Carolina A&T has a good field. I'm in James Madison. I'm playing on James Madison field. That thing is, you walk out. That's the first time I ever seen it too. So like I walked out and I was like, ooh, like it's really like dope. It's crazy. Like you feel me? And that was during the COVID season, so it wasn't even packed. Only like 500 people there. So you know what I'm saying? Like this year we gotta go to App State.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like we gotta go to App State on Halloween, play them on Halloween or the day before.
Yeah,
that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be dope. Yeah, that's a cool stadium.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, they have a cool stadium. Where's that at?
I'm pretty sure it's in North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So yeah, then you got a couple years of eligibility, but what's like the ultimate goal after football? I mean, like with football.
Ultimate goal with football. Yeah. My ultimate goal for real is like not just to be in the NFL, but like I want to get drafted. Like like I actually want to like
that'd be dope.
Hear my name.
Yeah,
like you feel me? I don't want to get signed.
You want to get
like,
the call.
I want to get a call. Like that's my goal. Like I want to get that call.
Yeah,
I want to get that call.
Yeah, man, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
So so you got a couple more years left. And then, getting the call. But, just going through these next couple of years, what's like some motivation you could give to like somebody, like a kid who's like wanting to go to college, wanting to go D1, like what's some like motivation and like just some insight that you could give them to help them through that process?
Okay. To be honest, for like every high school athlete, I'm just gonna explain to y'all like how I felt finishing high school to get where like I got. There wasn't a day like my junior, senior year that I didn't do something either football related or working out. Like I'm a firm believer in like the work you put in, like you're gonna get what you want. Like you really gotta work hard. Like I don't think that anyone that wants to play D1 football can't like play D1 football. Like you feel me? Like I feel like everyone has a chance to play D1 football. You really just gotta apply yourself, and like some people may have to apply more pressure than other people. Like you know what I'm saying? But I really truly feel like if you work like that's what you want, you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So like have faith and stay confident and keep working for real. Yeah. Straight like that.
Yeah, man. That's good. Good stuff. So when I had Dorsey on here, we were talking about, you know, push-ups and prayers.
Yeah.
And he said you were a part of all that.
For sure. Been doing that since.
Not gonna lie, after I had Dorsey on the episode, I did push-ups and prayers for like a week, but I'm slacking now.
See? You can't be slacking,
I'm slacking, bro.
I was just doing push-ups before I came to the podcast.
Nice.
I'm dead serious, too. Knuckle push-ups right before.
Knuckle?
Yeah.
Yo.
I only started doing the knuckle ones because Khalid started to do the knuckle ones.
Oh, okay.
I swear. That's why.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, we've been doing that. Like we was just talking about this, too, today. Like, we 9 years old, 3 a.m. out back at Beemore House with a ladder in the dark, trying to get our feet fast. Like,
yo, I think I think there's a video on your Instagram.
On my Instagram of us out back
in the
of
dark.
Beemore's house in the dark.
It's just like
all you hear is feet. Yes.
Like you can't even see anything in the video.
Like, I'll tell you, like, we was just out there, like, and we did push-ups every night. Like, we did push-ups every night. It was just something that we had to do. Like,
that's dope.
And
not
just
even
helped.
just like the push-ups, but like the prayer, man. Like that is dope. Like,
well, you have to pray after.
Because it's like, I feel like there's not enough of that, especially in sports. Sure. You know, most teams like pray before a game together, but like individually, you know, growing that faith with God, I feel like that is like so crucial, especially like the situation that you're in. Like God, like definitely has a plan for you. If you're going D1, Robert Morris, like, bro, you gotta believe.
Right. For sure. Yeah. Like, and the reason, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, about this PNP push up and prayers, like, like Khalid will tell you, we have grown man like talks. Like I just told him like a month ago, like I ain't gonna lie, bro, like I ain't been praying recently, like you feel me, like, and that John, like I don't know if it's just like if I could just tell that, like, you know what I'm saying, like I just know I feel like I haven't been doing enough, like you know what I'm saying.
I know how that feels.
Like yeah, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm really, and I was really messing with my head. Like I know I could do more. I know I could pray more. It's simple, like you know what I'm saying. Like I used to pray every day before I went to sleep, and then out of nowhere I just stopped praying. Like why did I do that? Like I just got tired and started falling asleep. Like me and Beamer was talking about it. We're like, bro, that's not an excuse though. Like we could be tired and pray for 15 seconds and be good. Yeah. You just gotta hold yourself accountable and be used to that. Like that's the same with everything else, and like growing up and like life in general. Like you just gotta really stay committed. Like you know what I'm saying. Do what you do. Yeah. Like. And
for me, it's just like consistency, like, and then sometimes I just like forget, which is horrible to say.
And then
like,
you ask yourself, like, how do I forget?
How did I forget last night? And then I forget in the morning, and then it's like, man, and then I'll forget the next day, and then I'm like really like off the rocker, just going nuts in my head, and but yeah, I think it's awesome that you guys are doing that, and I feel like it's awesome that you like promote it too. Like I always see Dorsey, you know, promoting it on his story, and like, you know, a lot of people, he could get a lot of heat for that. You know, I'm sure the enemy attacks him in a lot of instances, but like he's doing, you know, you guys are doing like such a, you know, I don't want to call it a service, that sounds weird, but like, you know, you're influencing like a whole generation that needs God. Like they need sure. God. You know, these kids in the inner city, like they need God. They need somebody to look up to other than, you know, the gangster down the block with a Glock and, you know, money in his pocket. Like they need something bigger than that. They need a higher power to believe in. So I just think as student athletes, like that's awesome that you guys do that and push that whole that whole thing. And I don't know if you saw it, dude, but on TikTok, dude, that video is going nuts. It's got like 60,000 views right now.
Of
yeah, of Be More talking about push-ups and prayers.
Oh yeah.
And so, which is awesome. I think though part of it is like the beginning when he talks about, you know, being in 8th grade, can't bench, and like couldn't even bench 135. And I feel like a lot of people relate to that because
no cap though, that was me.
Everybody's been there. Everybody's been in 8th grade and they can't do 135. And so I think a lot of people, especially athletes, just relate to that. And but then it's like if they stick around, then they hear the message.
Right, for sure. Now you got the message.
Awesome, yeah. So it's awesome that we're that we have that. And
for real, I think that like with me and my friends in general, I think that like we both have like, you know what I'm saying, like a standard goal like for like the youth. We just want to influence them to like want to do something, like, you feel me, want to be something better than what's in front of them and what they see every day. Because like me, Khalid, Deja are all prime examples of little kids that were just could have done anything. Like our life could have went either way, like, you know what I'm saying, but we decided to literally just stick to football, play football, like stay down, like, you know what I'm saying, go to college, go to high school, graduate high school, like, you know what I'm saying, plans to graduate college, all that. Like, I want the kids that's dropping out of high school or thinking about dropping out of high school, not showing up to middle school, not going to school all week. Like, I want them kids to be like, oh, nah, I want to go to school. I want, you feel me? Like, I want them to know that it's okay and like it's possible. Like, because I got two little brothers that like, they didn't go to, they bad.
They're bad.
Yeah, they're bad. But they wouldn't go to school, and I'm like, I would have to tell them and explain to them, well, take them at first, but like tell them and explain them, like, bro, school is important. Like, you feel me? Like, y'all need school more than anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit there and blow off college because you think it's a waste of time. Like, no, that's not it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take advantage of your opportunities. Like, get a degree, want to do good. I want my family, little brothers, friends, everybody, I want y'all to want to do better, want to do good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put yourself in a good position so you can help your family and all that later down the road.
And make it out.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't even want to touch on that, but yeah, for sure.
That's a whole nother podcast right there.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's dope. I feel like you guys are like the forefront of the kids that are doing that, and like you're setting that example. And like, you know, I feel like that's kind of what drew me to York High, and like, because it's like they, you know, a lot of the kids come from, you know, bad environments, and being able to, you know, make those highlight videos like is just like people, you know, like gravitate towards that, and then they want to strive to be better, and and all that, and yeah, you guys are definitely a good example for that. And yeah, so what was I gonna say? Oh, the so I want to touch on like off-season workouts a little bit. So you're working with Prolific, and Hakeem and all of them over there. Like, how's that been? You know, just him putting you through all that, putting you through the drills, and learning from him, because he played D1. So, you know, learning from him and you know, and then eventually, you know, being an example for other kids too.
Yeah. I would say, like, for real, like, the first trainer, Prolific and what, ES, Coach ES3 or Sports? S3? No, not S3. I train at S3 and ES. And ES and Prolific. But they are like, ES and Prolific, like, they be, you know what I'm saying, working and stuff like that. But no, I started like training up here in Pennsylvania, like I said, with ES, and I trained with Keem, worked out at S3 a little bit, like getting knowledge and like work from like people that been in good, like, because both of them played, ES and Keem played at St. Francis, like both D1 players. So you feel me, that was cool, learning from them, understanding, like they were just like prepping me before I went to college, like, you know what I'm saying, like trying to get me conditioned, like saying it's not gonna be easy, telling me this, like getting my form right, teaching me how to like run correctly, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to be more explosive, elusive, all that stuff. Like I was just trying to learn so much. And then like the past like year and a half, 2 years, I was staying in Florida like over my breaks and stuff like that. And I started training with receiver school. And
I saw that. That's dope.
Yeah. And I was training down there with like receiver school and
so is
route
that
guys
like
sometimes.
Hakeem, like just his own receiver school is like a little personal.
Yeah, basically it's like it's basically the same thing, like a personal trainer and stuff like that. So
but he focuses on receivers, obviously.
Yeah, and that was fun. And then we got route guy too. I trained with him a little bit. He's both of them real good trainers. Real
route
good
God.
trainers.
That sounds like a dope person. Route
Yeah,
God.
yeah, nah, he's an interesting dude.
yeah.
He's an interesting.
Was
dude,
that in Florida too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right
cool.
there in Tampa. But it was like getting to train and be where like all them people and like different people, different athletes too. Like I worked out with like different level athletes, D2, D3, D1, big D1, FBS, FCS, like all NFL players in the league, like all that. But the best part about it is just like paying attention and listening to what they're saying, because like I'm gonna be able to like take what they're saying and use it on the field before like they try to show me, and then I follow them and try and do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like just learning more about the game of football is gonna help me be a better football player. And they're all, like I said, good. They're all good trainers, good at explaining stuff and stuff like that. So like I just really tried to like take in, learn a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be an open book for real. Just take in everything.
Yeah.
Learn. Keep learning. Try to perfect my craft. You know, add stuff to my game that I don't have. You feel me? Like different stuff that they got, I don't got. Just trying to pull and grab everything for real.
That's dope. Just keep evolving, because it's like you gotta keep changing.
Yeah, for sure. Everything
you can't
gotta
stay the same.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't, and then you become regular.
Right. You don't
We're
want
not regular.
We different over here. So I don't even know when we started this, but I think it's been about an hour.
Yeah.
The one question I did want to ask, what's your prediction for the NBA Finals? Who you think's gonna win?
Warriors in 6.
Okay.
Warriors in 6.
These games have been crazy games. Yo, did you see the fake Clay got?
Oh yeah, he got banned for life. Didn't he get banned for life? Yo, and then he went on Twitter and said it was worth it. I said, all right.
If you go on YouTube, he like filmed the whole thing.
Yeah, so he probably gonna make money off it anyway.
Oh yeah, dude, he's making mad money off of that. But like people think it's him. Like actually, people are like, Clay, like how do you think you're gonna win tonight? It's like, bro, he's like way fatter.
Way fatter than Klay Thompson. Like he does not look like Klay Thompson.
He don't even look
people
like him.
People are so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
but
people are so funny.
But I'm rooting for Boston. I'm rooting for the underdogs just because I want to see Boston win it.
If they pull it off, it'd be crazy. I just don't see it happening.
I couldn't even believe they have won a couple games.
Yeah, no, but every time they've won, they've had a good game. They won. Yeah. Like, you feel me? They sturdily won. Like I've been watching the games a little bit, and I'm like, nah, they won that game. They just played better. Like, you know what I'm saying? They really won that game. Like,
but the Warriors just have so many weapons. Like,
too many
weapons, and you know. I feel like they finally have like their core. You know, KD's not there. It's just, you know, Steph, Draymond, Clay, and then you got Wiggins in there too. But I feel like if they won it with this team, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
that would be crazy if the like I don't know, if the Celtics win, that'll be crazy.
Right. Like I feel like they haven't won in like I think it's been like 21 years.
Dang, I didn't know
something
it was that
like
long.
Oh yeah, it was back when like Paul Pierce played. Like that was probably like the year you were born. That's probably when they won.
2000 baby.
Yeah, that was like the last time they were good. But yeah, man. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? I mean, I'm pretty good. I got what you got some tattoos, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. You got okay, Pop and Bev.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope.
This one right here, it says my brother's keeper. I got 3 crosses for my little brother.
Yeah.
This one right here says, as long as I live, I love you, in Cherokee Indian, and that's my grandma's name, and that's like the wing for like the tribe and stuff like that.
Right.
And then I got my football number, Savage, burning on fire for football. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Some cleats hanging over the city, popping Bev. That's where I was raised at. But turned into a field goal post.
Oh damn! I didn't even see that.
Yeah. With the cleats hanging over.
That's dope.
And then I got Dream Chasers on the back.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. They're addicting. Are you trying? You trying to get covered?
Oh yeah. As soon as
yeah. Soon as we'll get some NIL deals, and then we'll get some more tats. But yeah, man. So.
Oh yeah, NIL deals, hair product, NIL deals.
Yeah, look at that hair, bro. Look at that. He needs an NIL deal for this hair. Robert Morris University hit him up. So I wanted to end it with like I asked Dorsey 2 questions last time. I'm gonna ask you. So first question: top 5 dinner guests, dead or alive, that you would like to have dinner with. It can be anybody in the world.
Top 5 dinner guests, dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go my man Quan.
Okay. Shout out Quan.
I'm gonna go my cousin Shannon. I'm gonna go my grandma. That's still living.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie.
You got 2 more.
I feel like I want to talk to Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, bro. That's weird. I was gonna bring him up earlier for like.
I just gotta talk to Ocho
He's
Cinco.
funny, man.
Yeah, like his feet, man. I gotta learn how to get
man.
that feet.
He'll give you some good advice.
No cap.
And then one more.
And the last one. I ain't gonna lie. Normally I would say Terrell, but I'm gonna say my other grandma Dolly.
Damn, bro. Keep it in the family.
Yeah, cause I just you know what I'm saying. I love my family, feel me?
Dope.
And like 2 of them, Quan, he like my brother for real too.
Yeah.
He died. My cousin Shannon, he died when I was young.
Man.
You feel me? So like I want to talk to them, especially Quan. I ain't see him in a minute, so
damn.
I definitely finna have to talk to him.
Yeah, shout out them. And then so I'm gonna do a different, but top 5 artists on your playlist for game days.
For game day?
Yeah, to get yourself lit.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't listening to Lil Papa during the season. I wasn't listening during Lil Papa, but this season I'm listening to Lil Papa.
Yeah, man, he's dope.
Like, so I got Baby, Lil Papa.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Top 5.
You gotta pull his phone out. He's gotta look at the playlist.
Let me see.
I'm like that too. I gotta look.
Ooh, I forgot we got that unreleased Rollo. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go Baby, No Cap,
Nice.
Lil Papa.
Nice.
Throw some Gunna in there, mix it up.
Yeah.
For the game day vibes.
Yeah.
And last one for real. I don't even. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That might be it. I'm in the zone. That might be it.
Top 4. That's a good top 4.
That might be it. I listen to a lot of artists and stuff like that, but on game days, I'm locked in. Yeah. Probably only listen to about 10 songs.
Right.
Feel me?
You got that special playlist that you know is gonna get you pumped up. All right, man, that's dope. So yeah, I think we'll end it with that. You want to plug your like social medias? Where can they contact you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at OSO_Mont_. Twitter, all the same. Instagram, Twitter, both the same.
Right, bet. And then for me, the same. Brock Lane Films, Instagram, Twitter. all that stuff, YouTube, and then this is going to be out on YouTube for video, and then Apple Podcasts and Spotify for audio. So we're really doing it, bro. We're really trying to build this foundation.
Getting out there. He's getting out there.
I appreciate you coming, man. Like this was dope. Like I said, we never even met in person, so like to be able to have like an hour. I don't even know how long we've been going. I think it's been over an hour. But to have a conversation, like that's dope. And yeah, man. I'm trying to get your boy Dejour on here, bro. So he keeps ducking me. I'm calling him out right now. I know he's goofy.
I would call him right now.
Nah, don't put him
do
on
that on the podcast. We ain't
That'd be
put
funny
him on
though.
Yeah, we ain't gonna.
I know
put him
he's
on
always
the podcast.
laughing. He's giggling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And like, so it's just gonna be the audio is just gonna be laughing. So like no, but I know he's got some crazy stories, and his story is wild.
His story is crazy.
And you got to be there for all of it. So
oh yeah.
That's dope that you guys all stay friends through all that time. But so yeah, so that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. It's official. Brock's here.